Okay, recording in progress. Okay. And then, oh, how come I don't, let me, Yoko, I need to put her as pin, spotlight. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, there you are, the star. Okay, so now recording's on. So let me introduce. So I have to share with everyone. Today's the third day of our Pharma Next product talk. So first day we had a gut issue. Yesterday we had Dr. Danner that talked about. It turned out he talked about everything. Oh my God. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, and he talked about, turn out he talked about all the PharmaNext product, which was amazing. And we really had a good time and lots of question and answer afterward was good one. It's already, Pat, I don't know if Pat has put up on the Facebook, I mean, YouTube or yet or not. And so today we have the honor to have Yoko Little from New Skin. She is the marketing VP that she's going to tell us all about our Prism IO, because I think we are companies getting ready to Prism IO. And so I am going to turn the speaker to Yoko. Welcome, Yoko. Yay.
Thank you so much, Pat, Marguerite. Really appreciate the invitation, and thank you so nice to meet all of you today. Today, I just prepared just a few slides, and I'll be happy to take questions as well. But what I prepared is, I assumed maybe, some of you may have already heard about PRISM. I'll do a quick overview of the PRISM. But in today's conversation, open conversation here, I wanted to focus a little more about, why this launch is exciting and why this is such an incredible, opportunity for all of us here. So I'll just start with the quick intro. When we talk about PRISM, I always, introduce it as from the consumer needs perspective. Why do consumers globally need this innovation? And it really comes to this one question. People, globally, spend billions of dollars every year on supplements. But how many people can really say if their nutritional and wellness plan is actually working? Without having to go take a blood test to, analyze certain vitamin deficiencies and mineral deficiencies and so forth. Majority of the people are, diligently taking their nutritional supplements or eating healthy, but not really knowing, what's going on inside the body or if it's really making any a difference. And that's where, New Skin has been a forefront of validating, some of the nutritional, status in your body through decades of scanning activity and innovation and devices. New Skin has established itself as a leader in antioxidant science. And, we use the carotenoid level to measure your nutrition status. We've done that for past decades through the first, biophotonic scanner on the left that was introduced in 2022. Some of you or many of you might actually remember the actual, history of going from the original biophotonic scanner, the second generation, or the S3, which we currently have. And now we're just on the cusp of being able to introduce the new generation, the Prism IO, which we're really redefining the scanning technology, making it simpler, making it more accessible, and making it so much more convenient and easy. So super excited about this, technology. And over the years, many of you know that New Skin has established itself as a, #1 company for beauty and wellness devices. So there's a lot of great credibility that comes from, the great work that, New Skin has introduced into the world in the device engineering, the scientific validation, and all of the great, skincare and wellness portfolio that comes with that beauty and wellness ecosystem. So a part of why I'm here and why I just love New Skin is and as you've spent time with Tanner, Nu Skin's R&D team is just top notch and, the best in the world that I've seen. The level of scientific validation that goes into each of the, top selling product and, products that we introduce to the world. That just has been super impressive. Specifically, with the Prism IO and also the scanning and the Raman technology that supports the new device. There's about 35 published studies on abstracts on antioxidants that Nu Skin has published from our own Nu Skin team. There's been more than 70 studies specifically, utilizing this Raman technology that supports the, antioxidant scanning capability. But in addition to that, there's just hundreds of third-party research that are published every single year. Now, why this is also exciting time right now is in preparation of the introduction of the new device, our R&D team again just conducting a number of super exciting research projects with top academic institutions throughout the world, including Stanford and Jiaotong University in China, Yonsei University in Korea, and several other universities, with the active partnership and with active academic research that are ongoing. So in addition to all of these great studies that we've seen and have been published already, you'll see more and more exciting updates specifically around the Prism technology that will continue to come and be announced by our R&D team. So just watch for many of those to come. But just quickly, as a part of also the introduction and what it really measures, this Prism device, measures your carotenoid score within 15 seconds. And we validate this with the global scan data of about 21 million scan data. This is actually a very, very incredible, database in and of itself. And there has been a lot of great research and even a recent publication of the data analysis, that we've been publishing, based off of this data. But what it shows is, really a distribution of the global population based on their carotenoid score. So about 49% of the total population falls under red to orange, about 30% in the middle section, yellow to green, and then the blue and purple becomes a little more, small population, 13%. And it's the higher, blue and purple category is what we're really trying to achieve through healthy nutrition, healthy lifestyle, and healthy body composition. So the device really allows you a quick and easy way to check and check on your nutrition status. Helps you measure your nutrition status and help you confirm if your lifestyle, if your nutrition program is working. And then helps you also track, progress on an ongoing basis. So really great tool. And I really, the first question people ask, especially when they go into, different colors and, typical score being maybe orange, yellow, or green, is, hey, how can I improve my score? What does it mean and how can I improve my score? And it does really, we know from the research and the data analysis with decades of research, we know that your nutrition program makes a difference. So your daily healthy diet as well as supplements, it makes a really big difference. With your score. Your lifestyle also makes a difference. Your stress level, your sleep status, and also, sun exposure and taking care of your body from the environmental stressors. Those have a big impact on your score as well. And also just overall your body, your fitness level, your body composition, your BMI, that has an impact on your score. So as you really, identify where you're at, identify your target, make progress, it really becomes a tool that you can continue to come back to assess your progress and track your progress. So it's really incredible, tool, and we're just on the cusp of bringing this to the world. So what really, to expect next? I know some of you probably have, experienced and worked with the scanner and understand, how the scan to, bringing in new customers, and then, maintaining and following up with, new customers with the scanner, how that model worked. But we're now able to really accelerate the model with this new, smaller handheld device. So here's just a bit of sneak preview. Again, we actually have a lot of data from our global scan activities, not only on science, but also about how this can help support and improve your business. And what it comes down to is such a simple process. You share the device and you talk about the device, bring people to scan. And once you scan, you have a small, just a simple explanation on what your scan score means and what people can do to improve the score. And then you'll be able to naturally introduce some of Nu Skin's supplements that are specifically researched and validated to improve the score. So it's really a great pairing to, with the scan score and having a nutrition program readily available to help people improve their nutrition status. And then encourage people to subscribe. Now, that's such a simple model, but the scanner is so effective, and we have been tracking actually on data to see how this really works. So on the sharing side, we share the device. Share the device maybe on the social media, or share your thoughts or your experience on social media. The device itself looks really attractive, when you showcase it on the short video or on the pictures. And as people show interest, talk about the credibility of the device. A lot of the research that went into validating validating the scientific aspects of the device. Talk a little bit maybe about the technology, but really doesn't need a lot of explanation to just bring people who may be interested to scan. So as you talk about the scanning, talk about the Prism or the scanner, you'll be able to increase the scan activities. And this is a model since we started the Scan the World activity just to test before going into the Prism launch. We used our current biophotonics scanner, and in several markets, we did kind of a test case of, hey, as we start to explore and share and more posts and talk more about the biophotonics scanner, we'll be able to also lead that to increase in scanning activity. So we saw average of 27% increase by sharing and talking more about the scanner. The scan activity itself went up. And then we also saw correlation of the purchase of the associated nutritional supplements. So we see an upward trend on the purchase. And what's really also exciting is a lot of the scan certified products such as LifePack and many other products, it naturally has a high retention. So it's already primed for subscription. So people purchase and we encourage people to subscribe. We also encourage people to come back and scan again. That creates a nice and natural, follow-up loop, and it really helps them to track the progress and then encourage them to continue on with the supplement program. So that simple share, scan, purchase, and subscribe that process is also validated through data. And on average, on the subscription side, Nu Skin has around 57 to 58% global average of the subscription. But when it comes to the scan certified products, the subscription rate is about 10% higher. So the number varies per market, but this is the global average. We're about 10% higher on the subscription. So as you bring in more customers, you'll be able to also retain more customers. And then, that retention and, customer acquisition together really brings a more dynamic growth, for your business. So that's a little more about the business model and the data around it. And I just wanted to show one more data, similar to this model. So this is another model from another country. It's a Scan the World regional example. And this also shows, back in Q1, we started the scan activities. As the number of scan, went up, the LifePak, sales actually stayed consistent, and you saw March, April, May, May and June, you saw year over year 25% increase in the monthly sales. As tied to the scanning activities. And what was also really exciting is now we also started to see scan leading to sales, and then sales leading to the first time qualifier, starting to go up, March, April, May, and June fairly consistently. So not only, again, this is just another, case, an example to show, hey, as scan activities goes up, your volume and your ongoing, your customer acquisition and retention goes up. And then you'll actually be able to see, some organizational, growth, and the qualification also start to go up as well. So that's the model, that we're super excited about. And we're getting ready to introduce Prism very soon. Marguerite just talked about this special edition, purple edition coming to some of the qualifiers in November, in December. We'll follow, followed by BR previews that are happening throughout the world, this year and also into next year. So this is such an exciting time to really prepare for the Prism, becoming more available to drive your business growth. So I just put out just a few things that you can maybe, watch out for, or you can actually work on while we wait, or some of you may even already have a sample device and just started doing some activities. So, share to scan, scan to purchase, purchase to subscribe. That really is the simple key process. And to, share, you can share your experience, create your own experience, and, track your scan score now to be prepared for the upcoming, Prism previews. And by having, your experience and how your score, improved over time through your lifestyles, through your supplementations, with your own experience, I think it really becomes more believable to bring in more customers. Establish credibility, learn a little more about the science, behind, and just learn, continue to follow the Instagram account, Nu Skin Product Insider account. This is where our R&D team is sharing a lot of the scientific updates. So make sure to follow this account and continue to follow a lot of the exciting updates the R&D team is sharing directly, with the world on the scams. And those are just some of the content that you can continue to also share on your end or to learn in preparation for the Prism IO, preview coming up. And then, once you have access to the scan, you can host meetings, you can bring, scan to your family party, to meet with your friends. You can really scan anyone, anywhere. It's just so portable, so convenient, so fast, and you'll be able to, start to scan people, I think all over. So that's super exciting. And once you're able to scan people, know your pitch and know your understand, the scan certified products. LifePack, AgeLock Youth or Youth Span, G3, Beauty Focus Collagen Plus. These are some of the, top selling products that are tied to the scan certifications. But there may be more depending on your region too. So maybe based on LifePack is always a great versatile product that provides nutritional health, overall nutritional health to anyone. So that's a really simple solution. If anyone's particularly interested in skin health, Collagen Plus is always a good one. But have some of those, samples ready, be able to, talk through it. I know many of you are already experts there. So, going through purchase and then, always encourage people to get the best, deal on subscription, and then, follow through, rescan, and really continue on with that cycle. So again, super simple. And it's just something I think anyone can really, simply repeat too. So with that, I'm going to probably pause here, maybe take some questions. Let me stop sharing the slide, but also wanted to show you how pretty this, special edition, limited edition looks like. It's a purple edition. It says Force for Good. We feel that this Prism IO really ties back to the mission to, improve lives, be a force for good, be a global force for good to improve lives, and be able to scan other people, be able to help people through their wellness journey is really, tying right back to our mission. So that's why I think we did a commemorative, special edition with the Force for Good messaging. And, some of the qualifiers will be receiving these soon. And then afterwards, I think there will be BR previews to follow in each of the region. So any questions, comments, thoughts?
Wow, this is really amazing. Do you know a little bit the schedule, how it's going to roll out? So next week we have live in the United States. Will some of the people be able to get some?
Yeah, so currently we have some of the, prior qualifiers, team elites, with the sample device. So that's still part of the trial. It's not a, final device, but again, it's such an important experiential product. So we have actually several hundred devices that are available to team elites all over the world. So you may be able to, try through your, upline team elites and, start to scan and understand how it works and so forth too. The next limited edition is coming out towards the end of the year, and then after that, I think it really depends on the market. But BR previews starting in December, January, and throughout Q1, I think is where most of the market, most of the regions will have access through the BR preview.
Okay. Wow, this is great. I
Yeah.
have
Right now, we have the beta version of the Prism and the app. Okay, when
Yes,
the genuine version come
of
out?
the app.
Any idea? End of
Yeah,
the
yes. Yeah, when we release the limited edition in November and December, we'll also have the formal app available where you can not only scan people, but track your score and track your customer score, and it has additional features and information that goes with the scan
yeah, because
journey.
you do a scan and then learn and then
Mhm. Scan, learn,
be
and also be able to make product
purchase.
recommendations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
recommendation and then subscribe. The whole works.
Right.
Yoko, can I
wow.
ask you when you do these seminars, and we approach our people, of course, we all have S3s. What do you tell them is the difference in the technology? Why did we go to this technology as opposed to the Raman spectrography? Can you just elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, two reasons. Two reasons. Number one, the Raman technology is absolutely credible, and we actually utilize the technology, in this new device as well. But number one, Raman technology from the mechanical device engineering perspective, it's a very, very, very complicated, device, and it costs quite a bit, not only to manufacture but also to maintain. So to really, ideally overcome those complexity and make it more accessible, our engineering team and R&D science team just worked together to, deliver this in a much simpler and smaller format. The other thing is, through the advancement of AI and, some of the engineering technologies, we are able to correlate the Raman technology with our LED, measurements that we can get through the Prism device, and then be able to provide a good, accurate measurement. And just to tell you, what really went into, validating this, the engineering team and R&D team, collaborated to create multiple clinical trials, some of which is actually published, to correlate and validate the accuracy of the AI-enhanced LED measurements in this device, and which is informed by the Raman technology. So to many of the people in the world, this is accessible. S3 is from the costing, from the size and complexity perspective, it was really difficult to make it accessible and available. This is available on a much broader scale.
And you changed the numbers down about 10,000. So 40,000 is now 4,000 or 400 or something like that. What was the reason of that?
10,000, 40,000 to 10,000. Sorry, I'm not sure what number.
Let's say you're in the green and it's 40,000 on the old S3 scanner.
Oh yeah, good point. So I think it's just a little simpler, as you see it on the screen, instead of seeing 75,000, 700 to 750, it was easier for, I think, general consumers to just understand and remember. So that really has to do with just being more consumer friendly, but there is a correlation between the scan.
Good. Gotcha. Thank you.
To scanner. Yeah, good questions. Thank you, Vic.
Wow. Okay, anybody has more questions? I think someone asked something. Hold on a second, let me look. Okay, where did you say we can find updates from the R&D team?
So it is a New Skin Product Insider. So just in one word, let me type it here too. New Skin Product Insider. And find this account on Instagram, and then follow that account. And that's where you'll see a lot of scientific assets, and also see a lot of the scientific updates that are coming up. And as I mentioned, there's a ongoing study with Stanford, ongoing study with Yonsei University, and another great institution throughout China and other places, and all of which, as we find more validation and updates, it will be introduced and released through this account. So I highly recommend following that. It's on Instagram.
And I'm going to ask some silly questions. So next week is going to be live in the United States. And I heard there was a rumor that we are going to introduce a new life pack, a basic life pack, right?
Yeah, so that's another exciting part. So, as we make the scanner more accessible, we also wanted to make sure that people have an easy, solution to support their nutrition journey. So we have LifePack, we have LifePack Nano, in many parts of the world, there's price sensitivity and there's, customer just really wanting to try the product before they make, big investment in the premium supplementation. So we are introducing LifePack elements, and we'll be able to talk a little more on stage. I think you'll hear straight from Joe, Steve, and Dr. Helen Nuggs and Dr. Shelley Hester. They'll be talking, telling you all about not only LifePack, but I think there may be even more exciting updates from stage. So yeah, definitely be sure to be there. I know, we're planning a big, exciting, product expo where you can come and scan. You can try the, you can try, some of the scan certified products. There's going to be a lot of fun announcements and experience and, an opportunity to meet with multiple experts. So yeah, I'm super excited, as you can tell. I can't wait to see you there.
Wow. Okay. New questions. Hold on. Would you say the new device measurements are much more accurate? I noticed the score is slightly lower than the S3 score. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, there's ongoing refinements too, and there is, a gap. There may be a little bit of a gap, between S3 versus here. But what I really emphasize is, hey, track your, journey, with the new device. You really identify where you're starting and then track your progress. Not get really too hung up on the score, because it will really show you, how you are making the progress. But at the same time, I will say the scanning journey, many of you again know this better than I do, but it's not one way. It's not just going up, right? So this summer, I had a short vacation with my family. I spent one day at the beach, and next day I scanned, and I was probably I was in purple, but I was down all the way down to green. So I know sun exposure. Helen warned me. I tried to be careful, but I think sun exposure, and other lifestyle elements have a big impact. If you, fly and travel quite a bit, that could have an impact. If you're, not at home, busy, stressed and not sleeping, that will have an impact on your score. So just track it as a journey, not necessarily, just look at the score and numbers, but track your journey. And, a lot of the times you can find correlation between your lifestyle and where the score is headed. So I think that's the most important part to, just see where you're, making progress or how, you need to actually supplement, better depending on your journey.
Just a funny story, because I do know we were measuring the old one, and every time we travel, our number goes down 20,000, 10 to 20,000.
I
So
know.
we've been spending 2 weeks babysitting our grandkids. Pat's number came down because we just measured today. We didn't think about it. And he was saying, how come his number's down? Mine is still staying at 999. So I said, oh, that means he was more stressed by driving the kids around than I was.
He was more stressed. Yeah, it happens. It's so funny. And sometimes it does take a little while to get it back up. So then, but this really gives you the encouragement and, how you're making, if you're making, enough progress towards your target. So
Yeah, I didn't realize that stress will make it go down too. Wow,
yeah.
that is a very good indicator. So you can tell, you could do it on the children too, So we're gonna have to work on it. So
Yeah.
anybody has any more questions? Come on, this is a perfect time to ask. Oh, I know. Can I ask another question? So when November, the real thing come on, we'll be able to register people's name and then some of their data into our cell phone, right? It should be hooked up that way.
Yeah, so once this is available, so the app needs to be paired with the device, and then it will start recording, who yourself or anybody else that you scan with the device. So when the app is available, yes, you'll have immediate access to the app, and then be able to start to track yourself and track your customers.
Right now, we're tracking it. We're tracking it by knowing which day we scan whom, but it
Right.
doesn't have all the names going and all that. So
Yeah,
I
you'll be able to add name, and your customers will actually be able to immediately start to get their account set up, and then you'll be able to share product recommendations through the app. So yeah, it'll be much better, more affiliate, more business friendly app.
okay, this is great because today we scanned the lady who did our blood. She was taking blood from us, and so we measured her, and she goes, "I didn't know I came down. I must be." So she was talking, but she said, "I need to order LifePak Nano." And I go, "Oh, if you want the guarantee, we have to bring the machine to measure on the regular one first because our right now this is the prototype, so we can't keep the names in yet." Okay, that's good. Somebody has a question right now. I
Yeah,
think.
Glenda, that's a good question. Yes, this device can be paired with different phones, and you can track your own record, using the same device, and maybe share it with somebody else. That's possible too.
Yes, I agree because we have one, and Pat and I will have one cell phone each.
Exactly.
So when I do me, myself is myself, and then other people becomes my friends, whatever, scan a friend.
Right.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, wow. Thank you, Yoko, for all these information. Oh, somebody has a new question.
Yes, yeah, that's a really good question. What makes, the database so valuable is, each scan data is tied to some of the lifestyle questions. Hey, are you smoking? What's your body weight and BMI? What's your, diet? And that correlation is just gold, after, decades of, accumulating 21 million data. So we'll continue to do that. We've added just a few more questions, and we'll continue to correlate and refine our database. And since now that we're able to include machine learning and AI in as a part of the technology, there are ways to continue to refine the scoring and the measurements over time as we collect more data. So I think everything is data driven, and that's a really good question. We'll continue to ask a few questions as people scan.
There's another question. Do we need to purchase scan cards?
No.
I don't think there will be scan card anymore. So when we purchase the machine belongs to our ID, I guess part of our ID. But when we pair it with our cell phone, that is when it's hooked up to you, whoever is pairing it. So you can have 3 people pairing to the one machine too. You can, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
you can. Yeah, and that device, purchased here will work in Canada. I'm sure it'll be available in Canada soon. LifePak timing, I don't know the actual timing. I know it's in production. It'll be available. It'll be announced at the live. So I'd probably propose, following the announcement next week. That's coming up very soon.
Okay, so I have a new question now. So when the product, let's say for sale in Hong Kong, so the Hong Kong distributor would be able to pair with their cell phone, and then you'll actually go into the Hong Kong product that's available for the customer to buy.
That's correct. There's a country selector that correlates, with the product that's available in the region, in the language support. So if you're in Korea, it'll be Korean with the Korean, products that are available in that, app environment. So
In China too?
yes,
Ooh,
yes,
okay,
China too.
okay. All right. Oh, okay. Now the question
Oh,
is,
you just open a lot of questions when you say China.
Yeah, country selection can be changed. So if you have, if you're a leader who have downline in multiple markets, want to understand, what to recommend, for someone in, Singapore, you'll be able to select the language. Actually, it's pretty simple and easy to do.
Is there a good place to show levels of the more effective antioxidant effect?
Yeah, that's a really good question too. So R&D team just finished another trial validating this point to see, hey, we do have different levels of carotenoid depending on the product. So we don't have it published yet, but there are Nano LifePak Nano has the highest level of carotenoids as well as the types of phytonutrients. It's really the best available nutrition supplement, and that's what I eat. And I'm sure Pat and Marguerite, you guys take every single day. But there are products that are available with different levels of carotenoids. So if helpful, I think we can create references and make those carotenoid level score available. And I think R&D is preparing those. So we'll make those available through, again, the New Skin Product Insider account.
Wow, amazing. Okay. Wow, thank you. Any more questions? Last question.
I'm getting a lot of great questions and insights. I mean, these are the type of questions that, again, we can also continue to address with a broader, customer base and the leaders through our, Instagram account and other places, events and other places. So thank you so much.
Okay, well,
LifePak Elements is not in powder. Yes.
it's in capsule. It is in
Yeah, it's
capsule.
in tablets, very small tablets.
Tablet.
That's really easy to yes, ingest. We've gotten a lot of comments in the past about like the size of gel capsules and so forth, and have received a lot of comments about the making it smaller. So I think you'll be able to just see and
Okay.
understand. But
Okay, I just have I have a new one. When China started TRME, my cousin gave me some TRME, and they are capsules. They're not capsule. What do you call it? They're tablets. They're chewable. They taught me just chew it, and I actually chewed it. It tastes pretty good. I was so
nice.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if these come out with not capsule and what do you call it? Tablet type thing, maybe you could chew it out. Okay, we have
Yeah.
two questions.
Can I get one in there before you go? Marguerite, Marguerite, you've had about 10 questions. Just one little one. I'm in Tokyo, and as you know, the LifePak nanos in Tokyo are very small compared to the rest of the world. Is
Oh.
it the same efficacy? I mean, the tiny little black ones that represent, I guess, the Marine Omega and all that other stuff. Are they the same potency? I mean, if I take a US LifePak nano and a Japanese nano, is it the same?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question. That's something that I think R&D team's going to talk about as well. But what we referenced, what our amazing R&D scientists did is there's a landmark study that was published just last year in the Lancet journal that talks about the nutrient deficiencies throughout the world, and it's really it covers hundreds of millions of population, by region, by gender, by age, and it shows how the nutrient deficiencies actually vary depending on the region. So we kind of went, from the global formula into a regional formula model following that study, and making sure that, hey, people in Japan are deficient in certain nutrients as compared to, people in the United States and Singapore and others, and really follow that, scientifically validated model to formulate specifically for that region. So formula, number one, the formula will vary per region. And then number two, in terms of, digestion and efficiency, efficacy and efficiency, again, New Skin has such a great integrity, through the research behind each of these formulas. We do the digestion study and make sure that any capsule or tablet or powder dissolves and is ready to digest for every batch. But specifically with the Life Pack, we are conducting or have completed several studies already showing how it impacts your nutrition status. We have validation, showing that your antioxidant score goes up with the Life Pack formulas, in development or have been released in some of the markets. So a lot of those validations are taking place. So we can say, with full confidence that it's safe, it's efficacious, and it works. So that's, again, another great, validation from our R&D team.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that question.
Okay, there's 2 more questions now.
So when I think will be next week, I think that that will be announced next week at the live. How to explain the variance of the score? Yeah,
I think that depends on your finger, the thickness of your finger.
yeah, sometimes finger, and I mean 20, 30, scores really not a big gap. So it could also be impacted with a number of, conditions such as even lighting and so forth too. But
Hmm.
I think those are good. And what else?
Yeah, I do know, okay, maybe here I'll just say, I do know if you try on different fingers, on the pinky finger, it definitely number is less. Because I think the surface is not enough surface on the circle. So we've been trying it. We know the left hand, the right hand. Then maybe you want to call it 5% difference, I think, to me.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I think we use consistent fingers to track your journey too, because finger to finger, sometimes, like you said, there may be variations, but if you yourself use consistent, finger, and then just making sure that the lens is fully covered, when you do the scoring, making sure there's no light, LED light that's leaking through, that also ensures accuracy.
Okay.
Yoko, can I ask, is it we have to press harder? Because we
Not
realized that
necessarily.
you
Yeah.
just touch, right? We
Yeah.
realized that when you press harder, the score is different by simply putting the finger on the Prism IO.
Yeah, you don't need to, you're right, press hard. You just, instead of doing the tip of the finger, maybe just, go a little closer to the middle, of the top. So just to make sure that it has good coverage. And then as long as, the lens is fully covered, there's no need to press hard. You just need to comfortably place your finger on top.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Somehow it shows there's a variance. If you press harder or just simply touch
Yeah,
on it.
that's interesting. Yeah, that could
Yeah.
change. Like, I mean, you can see, finger color changing as you press harder too. So could
Thank
see
you.
that. Yeah, thank you.
I did notice, if I may say, I think the new one that came out, we just received for the team elite, the light is a little bit smaller, because I know when the children, they have such a small skinny finger, so you see lights spewing out from both sides. So
Yes.
so when I found the new one, it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Couple of good questions too. Yes, our R&D team and engineering teams actually validating multiple additional analytes that we can measure, including some skin health, analytes and other nutrients that we can track through this. So more to come on that. We'll continue to, study, validate, and then, announce what additional enhancements we can make on this. In the future. We don't necessarily need alcohol wipes. Each device unit comes with a cloth. So you just need to, wipe it between use, and then, before you place another finger, you can just simply wipe. So that's pretty simple.
Wow. Wow, so many good informations. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, one more coming.
Yeah, that's a good question. I probably will need to ask, if there are other, different parts of the body, like arm or something, that they can use. If they're like missing index fingers, I'm sure they can use another finger. But we can research that.
Okay. Wow. Okay, thank you. Annie said, thank you. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, Yoko. This is an amazing talk. We learned a lot and lots about it. So all of what that are in USA, come to the live next week, and then you can touch and feel. And I guess you could also touch and feel at your local.
Before we close, you want to take pictures of the crowd?
Yeah. Let me do that. See if I know how to do this or not.
I don't know how, so that's why I asked you.
Hold on. How do you do that? Anybody knows how to do it? I can't make it happen. How do you do it?
Yeah,
View.
let me try it. You just change the view to gallery. So you
Okay, I
have
got it.
everybody.
Yes,
You got
everyone
it?
in the gallery, turn your picture on. There it is, first page. Second page. Huh?
Okay,
Lots of people hiding.
I got myself.
Oh, you got yourself.
I
Good.
got.
So we have a great time today. Thank you so much, Yoko. We really loved it. Love you, love you, love you.
Well,
We shall see you.
You realize this is after hours for
Oh,
Yoko, okay?
I know.
This
No,
is
I'm super excited.
Thank you, Yoko.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining, everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Yuko. Have a
Okay.
great evening. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
Thank you, Yoko.
Marguerite.
Thank you,
Bye.
Pat.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Pat.
Marguerite.
Thank you, Marguerite.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you
Bye.
next
Great night.
Okay. Bye. Bye.